Alright, I'll sort this out in a second. This should also be push to talk. This really needs to be push to talk. Oh, wait a minute. Can I not push to talk my dang... Oh, that's crazy. Properties. Advanced audio properties. Oh, that's not good. File settings. Voice, audio. Monitoring device, hotkeys, enable push to talk. Okay, now I'm talking. Now everything's working. Okay, cool. Do we have any games going? Not yet. Alright. Alright. That is freaking loud. Alright, looking at it, we should be at,
Muted.
we should be at... Wait, I don't know, I'm not sure which table I'm supposed to be covering. Definitely not this one, right? Okay, even if I am supposed to be waiting on this one, it's all over. Ah, jeez. It shouldn't be making that noise. It shouldn't be making that noise. I'm not entirely sure if I... Why is it still doing that? Alright, I'm just gonna close Mumble. I'm sorry. If anybody else wants to co-commentate, just ping me in the IRC. I can't live with that noise anymore. I've had enough. Am I covering this table or the other one? Look, guys, I'm extremely stupid. I'm like super duper, abso-mega-lutely, like, retardio. It's too late for me to... Oh wait, no, I can apply to stream this one, okay. I'll log in. Apply to stream. Stream should be the... update. Okay, now I think I should be on the top of Richimoe? No, why am I not at the top of Richimoe? Guys, I'm dumb. I'm extremely dumb. I'm gonna put on music so that I sound less stupid. What's a decent soundtrack to slap on here with nothing else that's going on in the background? Let's just play this soundtrack. I think this is video game music, so it's fine, right? Kind of loud, actually. Hold on. Alright, if that's too loud and I'm raping your ears, please say something. Cover that table, it's this table, trust. Okay, I'm trusting you, Slimp. If you're lying to me, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna get you. So we're doing Ume Pantsu, Buzzin, Regro, and Sandcat22, and if I'm not mistaken, this is table 2, which is going to be Grinchlantis, Zodiac Jianshi, Rosen Maiden Furrytend, and Team 9. What would be nice would be to be able to click on the upcoming next session and drop down and get a drop down of the players, because I have no idea who's playing for who. And although I should have the tablecloth mod to show everybody what's up, I don't. Actually, you're probably gonna get one of the worst tablecloths. I think I still have the Unlimited Bladeworks tablecloth up, and I'm not really. I like it, but it's not something I would ever want to play Mahjong on. Actually, you know, come to think of it, I was wondering which table I'm supposed to be spectating, but I know for a fact that one of the tables on the other, one of the players at the other table is from my team, and I don't recognize anybody on this team. I don't recognize anybody on this table, so surely this is the one that I'm supposed to be covering, which is fine. Okay, let's see here. Music a bit too loud. Got it. Okay, turn it down even more. Actually, I can turn it down, like, right there. That looks like it's just the right level, I think. Am I able to... Alright, we're in. Alright, so let's view this from Ume Pantsu's perspective, because he's first dealer. He starts out chucking the 1 pin. He is currently at least 3 Shanten, but picks up the 6M for a potential... Actually, he could potentially go for Sanshoku with the 6-7-8, but that's very far away, and he'd probably have to cut the Dora, so he's probably not going to do that. Others, though... Not looking too great for Buzzin, who has... Actually, double Yakuhai pair is pretty good. And in fact, he's Ishanten. Leave it to Anyager to call the first thing he can when he's Ishanten for Chitoi. I can't believe these players. They undervalue Chitoi so much. It's killing my soul. Regro across from the table has a monster of a hand that's just waiting to be unleashed. Bunch of Rion men with 3 Dora already. So Tanya on Dora 3 for an instant Mongon in the first hand. He even knows. He sees this. He's emoting. So surely he knows. In fact, Regro is an adept Chad. You know, he might be close to the cusp, but he passes. He passes. I really like that the Tanya cat has just gone for Toy Yakuhai, which is a Mongon. It is a Mongon. But it blows my... Cat is Tenpai for, I believe it's Mongon. Yeah, actually, no, two terminals and one... Yeah. So he's Tenpai on a 7 and a Haku, which could flow out not from Regro, and not from Pantsu, but from Sandcat. So for whoever is watching this on Sandcat's team, I really do pity you. It's looking like it's not going to go well for him in East 1. I need to find a way to get chat on the OBS YouTube live control panel. How do I change this from my control panel to a chat? I'll just go take a peek at the YouTube. Doi Doi, the fake Honitsu. It sure does look like a fake Honitsu, right? So, oh wait. And like I said, Regro had a really good hand with fast shapes. He's Oh, but it ends up being not Tanyao. Very unfortunate draws on the 1S and the 1M. So no Tanya, but he's got Riichi Doradora. Sumo will make that a Mongon. And for all his calls and all his bluster, Tanyao Cat has been Tenpai for a long time and not gotten his drops. You know, I've heard that Shabo weights are not the best. Meanwhile, Umepantsu has developed a monster of a Tanyao Doradora Chitoi Ishanten. But it could be a long wait for him because the 6s are locked up in that hand there. Wait, he calls to decrease his Shanten. I'm shook. Or actually, it doesn't decrease it, but it maintains one Shanten to open. Not sure I would do that. I'm not sure I would do that as dealer. And does he end up? He doesn't deal a 7M, but that's one of Buzzin's weights here, and it could very easily flow out if he gets the Dora triplet. Although at this point, I'm not sure what his end game is. I feel like sometimes people will just call to call and not much else, but we'll see about that. And this is the Haite. Nothing happens. However, 15 points go Buzzin and Regro's way for... they missed their potential Mongon, but it does set them up pretty well for the rest of the game. I think Buzzin's dealership could go... it has a few ways it could go. If he is as aggressive... And since I don't have the tablecloth mod, I may as well just show you guys from the dealer's perspective, right? Nobody has any issues with that? Oh, it's another 3 Shanten hand for Buzzin here. He has a decent chance at an Itsu in the Dora suit, which would be nice, but it's still 3 Shanten away. Who knows if I'll ever make it there. Regro has 3... No, not 3 pairs. I'm miscounting. Not a lot going on. But he has decent shapes, but 2 penchons. Fills in a Kanchan here. And that puts him at Rian Shanten. Umepantsu's hand actually quite fast by the look of things, but he has to call from Sandcat, who may not deal the lower Sozu that he needs, just because he also is kind of sort of waiting on those same tiles. I really need to figure out how to get the chat on the YouTube live control panel. Okay, docs. Custom... Is there a way to get chat? No. Screenless mode, doc. Guys, I'm so stupid. I spent the past hour playing in an auto table. I was playing Sanma in an auto Coco instead of setting up the stream. Please forgive me. What are we looking at here? Still Ishanten for Buzzin, but he must have had pretty good draws to get to this point. I'm not sure if I would... I guess if he calls the Chun, he's Tenpai, but it'd be a shitty Shabo again. He takes it and cuts. He can either go for the Shabo or the Kanchan. At this point, with the 8S cut, I feel like the Kanchan would be better, wouldn't it? He takes the Shabo anyway. He can't be stopped. He's very in tune with... I guess to most people, you'd rather wait on multiple tiles instead of a single tile, but you have to also think about how many tiles are available. With Shabo, you're already... Oh, well, never mind. Regro, I'm sorry. You dealt in. It's 2-9, but again, Buzzin is taking a pretty good lead. With a 25k start, being 5k ahead in East 2 and going into East 2 Repeat 1 is not bad. Not bad by any means. A lot of people would love to have a 5k lead. And now... Sorry, I have so much to keep up with. I can't believe it. I've never streamed solo like this before. I've made everybody else do the work for me, and I just like co-commentate on the games. It's actually quite a bit of paying attention to stuff that's going on. Regro looking like he could have a pretty good Tanyao. He's already got completed shape, a head, and a Kanchan within that head. Loading up on the pairs, so probably wants to call into Tenpai. Actually, he's Ishanten for Tanpin. If he can fill in this Kanchan over here. He has a decision to... Oh, he Karagiris the 4M. I'm not sure anybody at this level pays attention to that. The only way I even see somebody do that is if I'm watching their stream. And he goes into a Riichi wait, Riichi Tanyao, no Pinfu because of this Onko here, but if he's lucky, Urasan might just show a visit. Actually, it's impossible. There's all the 4s are out in people's hands already, so not likely to happen. Could still get Riichi Tanyao, or some such. And Sankant valiantly chasing with another Ryanman weight, 5-8. Takame on the 5-pin for Ipeko, so it's Riichi Pinfu Ipeko, Dora 1 for Mongon. Ah, this is a rigged... This is a bit of a rigged Ipatsu draw, but Buzzin can fortunately make it work in his hand. Although looking at it... Oh, wait, I was just about to say Buzzin looks like he could potentially be bricked with the 2M draw here, but he draws a pair, and that leaves him... He's just escaping it. He can actually pretty easily get to 10-5 if he's willing to cut this 8M, he's not. Wait, what? You silly little cat girl, why would you do that? And it's just a Riichi Tanyao for 2-6. Which equalizes the score pretty evenly, because Regro did just steal in. So, everything's back to normal, and we go into East 3, so only... like a little bit under halfway through the game. Let's switch over to Regro's POV. Regro looking like he could have a pretty fast hand with the Hatsu Call. That isn't... Oh, Sandcat has one in his hand. The question is, how long is he gonna... I think he might drop that next turn. Looks like he will, because he's just cut the Haku. Hatsu's probably on its way out. Unless he draws another Haku, in which case he despairs the way that he is right now. Honestly, not too much going on in anybody's hands. Like, there's only... Oh, wait, actually, Buzzin's got a pair Dora, and a reasonable chance at Tanyao if he cuts that 1M. Pretty good shapes for it as well. If he wants to go for Tanyao, does he keep this 1S just to maintain acceptance? He does, okay. I think that puts him... He's still Ryan Shanten, but he's building up more pairs within the like, Tanyao tiles. So maybe he can take a very fast Tanyao Tenpai by calling. And I think if the door does come out, he'll absolutely pawn it. I actually have a phone. Why don't I use my phone to check chat? Pretty good draw. Ah. He does not take the Aka 5, so... But he opts to maintain this Chun in his hand, which confuses me a little bit. Even if I did earlier discard the 5S, drawing the red one just doubles the value of my hand, so why not keep it? Strange to me. I might be a little bit quiet as I try and pull up the stream chat on my phone. He calls to take a multi-sided Ponten weight, which is alright, I guess. This is only going to be 1-5. It could have been a little bit more if he'd kept the door around, but I guess he just wanted to take a faster Tenpai since he's pretty close to the lead and can very feasibly take 1-5 here. god, where is the? I have no idea where the stream chat is on the YouTube app. Oh well. Regro is now 4 and 9 pin Tenpai, and it's looking. There's still one 9 pin left. It could very easily float out, especially with the 7 and 8 pin discarded. If they think he's waiting on like just a Ryanmen to finish off his hand, I really feel like that 9 pin will come out. 4M not so much, because it fits into Sandcat's hand, it fits into Ume's hand, who's also Tenpai, but Damaten, because it is a Shampon, and maybe he wants the improvement on Pinfu. He's continuing to Damaten. I'm not even sure how long he's been Dama, but he's making it pretty obvious with the emotes. I feel like that warrants at least a little bit of caution. He has the option to con. Does he go for it? He does, and he draws the Dora. Somebody's talking. Johann, can I join you for commentating? Sure thing, Kingdom Freak. We'll get you in here. I will just have to find... Oh man, that means opening up. Alright, I'll hop in Mumble. Yeah, no, I left Mumble because it kept on making this noise every single time I push to talk, but I'll get back on.
Connected. Unmuted. You joined table 2. Kingdom Freak entered channel.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. So you had the weird mumble issues, or what?
I wasn't having mumble issues, it was just making a noise every time I pushed to talk, which was going to annoy the hell out of anybody watching the stream, so I just closed it to disable it. Regro has great shapes for a Riichi Pinfu Dora hand, so Dealer Mongon for him. He just has to fill in this penchant. He could steer...
Yeah, he's still he's Ryan, right? Yeah, he's Ryan Shanten.
Yes, he's Ryan Shanten. He's got 2 shapes that he needs to fill in before he's Tenpai. He Karagiris again. I'm shocked. People... I just press right click to immediately discard. So for me, Karagiri...
I never use right click. I'm afraid of accidentally pressing the button, but I don't want to.
I don't know. I think with...
I have a bit of a trigger finger, so... Oh, that's unfortunate for Sandcat.
What's this?
There's 1, 2, 3, and oh, the Dora again for Regro. Oh.
Regro is just drawing in more and more Dora. Well, the thing is, he had a chance at Chitoy before, like a Tanyao Chitoy at that, with the 7M. But I guess he's still steering towards it. He's still steering towards it, I think. No, actually.
And another unfortunate draw for Umepansu as well.
Alright, I think I should make you louder. You should be even louder. There you go. Plus 8 decibels.
Nah, perfect. No, Umepansu, your draws.
I think, oh wait, actually Night Night are too loud.
Alright.
Okay.
I'll just keep talking for a bit and then you can...
Yeah, I'll fine tune it, but I'm afraid of the...
Waiting on 2-5 from Regro. Although the 5s are, well, in other players' hands, the 2s are dead. So
the 2s
no
are
chance
100% dead, yeah.
Only for someone to deal in. You don't chase this, right? Like, this is an off.
If they did chase it though, they wouldn't deal in. is the good part.
Really? Chasing on a 6.
I mean,
let's see,
between a dead weight, between a 100% dead weight, and a Kanchan.
This is why you wait 1 turn. Wait for your upgrades. Upgrades, people. Which are 2 reach table, Buzzin not folding, it seems. I mean, given the discards. It doesn't get Butsu. I mean, 6 more is going. Okay, he's folding. Well, you know, yeah, I know he's folding. He's wait. Reach! Waiting on the east. Yes! That's my team!
That's your teammate?
Yes!
That's rigged.
Yes!
How could you?
Now this is the best.
Also, I should make
This
you all
one,
aware
I
that
love
my, God. Of course, on the epots it gives him Hanuman.
Hello, Hanma?
Yeah, no. I'm just saying
I
that
can hear
I
you.
am behind on the
Oh, really?
game. Yes, no. So I'm streaming this from
I wonder
a mobile
recently.
hotspot on my phone, and my game is always going to be behind. I'm always going to be behind everybody
Oh.
else, which makes co-commentating a bit of a bit dicey. Because but when you said Ipatsu, I was still like 5 or 10 seconds behind. And I was like, damn, really?
I'll adjust myself.
Just a
I'll
little
adjust
bit.
myself.
Maybe a little bit more of a slow, steady pace is ideal.
Alright, I'll try to keep all.
No worries though. I'm sure the viewers don't really care too much.
Oh man, that one to Discord is unfortunate. And there's a pond. Was that still too early? Just testing the waters. I'm trying to
Does
cover it
Sandcat
fast.
have a decent? No, it's not even a decent Ishanten. It's like Ryan Shanten actually.
Anyway, Yakuhai Nomi for Sandcat as dealer. And that's about it, I think.
I mean, he just got a Hanuman. He just got a Hanuman. Does he really need much more? No.
I think I would discard a 8-pin here. Yeah.
That 8-pin was just floating there for no freaking reason. Keeping it there, not my thing.
Dora 2 for Buzzin, but he doesn't have Tanya, so he probably has to reach this. Umapansu's looking fantastic. But
Honestly, he's only
that's still Ryando, right?
Buzzin's
Yeah,
not too far
that's-
away from Tanyo.
Oh, that's really unfortunate. It could have been Tanyo, Peiko, Aka. No, I'm no. Oh no, wait, it's Sanchuku. Yeah, no, I was Peiko brained. Oops.
Big think.
Let's see, the weight is 2-5.
Oh yeah, we are
one
on
silver
Sandcat's
skull,
dealership, so let's
one
watch it from
silver
there.
Sandcat, one in Ragro's hand, and one in Sandcat's hand. So one left in the wall of the 5s, and all but 1-2 left in the wall. I'd say Umapansu has a very high chance of summoning this. Reaching sumo pin for Akka.
Reach a Pinfutsumo Aka with...
Yeah, there it is. Oh, I should have waited one turn for his Mongan. Oh, wait.
Does he hit the Ura? I assume he does. Holy moly, those boobs are big. Let's see.
Yeah, there we go, Hanuman. It's a bit of an equalizer.
A bit, yeah. Hanuman after Hanuman would
South
definitely...
Yeah, South one.
I mean, going into South 1 with everybody still more or
I guess
less
really one turn would have
within
been-
5,000 of their starting points is pretty good. And although I think Umapansu's hand here leaves a lot to be desired.
That's a very nice draw for Buzzin.
Oh, Buzzin
is
has
that
an...
Ishanten? No, it's in the side picker. Oh, okay, I see.
There is not a lot of potential in Ume's hand, which is
Oh,
sad
is
because
that
I'm
her
sure he
gonna
wants
get
to
the
continue the
Hatsu?
dealership.
Let's see and find out. Yeah, he did. I
Done.
think he
Yep.
did.
Perfect timing, perfect timing.
It's gonna be Honitsu. No! Alright, it's been made. No, that's a Toy. What the fuck? Oh, wait. Ipeko
Buzzin
Buzzin
has...
1-2? The weight is kinda shit though.
Yeah. Personally, I would just cut the for him and see what happens.
Nice draw for Sandcat. Doesn't... I mean, it's...
Well,
slightly
Sandcat's still
improved.
Rion Shanten. I feel like you would have cut the terminal, gone headless and cut the terminals out, like ASAP.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, 7-8-9 Sanchuku chance for Buzzin. No, he doesn't take it. I see.
It'd be a bit bold to take a very far
I'm
away
surprised Sandcat
Sanshoku.
dropped a 3-pin instead of the 7 that was going around. I guess because he already has a shape set.
More or less, yeah.
No, waiting for the 2-mon.
It feel he really just wants Richi Pinfu Dora 1 with a chance at Ura for
A
Mangan.
bit too soon. Got too excited there.
5-8 and a 5
anyway,
pin.
Reach waiting on the 5 more. Oh! Jeez, what's up with this?
Is it Ippatsusumo after Ippatsusumo? The wall just really wanted to, oh my goodness. And the no hits on the but the Ippatsu gives him a Mongon.
This table can go all different ways.
I mean, this is personally, I myself personally, I prefer tables that are like this, where the score is relatively close for the most part going into the final rounds. Regro has...
for the rest, the hands are fine.
Regro has a fast hand, but I'm not sure if he wants to push for more value or not.
Yeah, Buzzin has the best hand here. At least in my opinion.
No, this is easily the best hand, because he's Ishanten, isn't he? Yeah.
Another improvement for Buzzin.
I think the 4S draw is pretty good, though, because it gives him a chance to steer towards...
Oh my fucking god. They could go for 3-6, right?
I feel like in Buzzin's situation, even though he has such good shapes,
And there it is, 3-6-0.
Yeah. He went for the Nobaton.
And there's the 6. Regro, will he push this? Probably not. Yeah.
He's thinking about it. He knows that his draws are now rigged against him. I really want Regro to win because he's kind
I wonder
of...
if that was too soon from Buzzin. Ah, never mind. All is rewarded.
It's over.
Richie Ura.
3-9.
Anyway, Hanban,
Yes.
I have to for a second. I'll be back in about 10 minutes. Is that fine?
Yo, that's absolutely fine. That's completely fine. I can finally take make it work.
Yeah, sorry,
I can make it work.
I have to do something real quick. Alright, make it talk, dude. I'll be back in a second. You can mute.
Don't forget to leave your mic on. Don't forget to leave your mic on so we can hear you piss.
No. I'm not the piss fetishist. That's you.
Alright, good luck. Alright folks, let's see here. What are we looking at? We are seeing... Oh yeah, double Yakuhai pair for Buzzin. Oh, actually it's his dealership. I'll go sit over here. Double Yakuhai pair and pretty callable, pretty reasonable calling shapes. The one for Ryanman right here is definitely going to come out. Oh, he just fills it in immediately right as I say that. What timing? What timing? It is his dealership and he is in the lead, but he could very easily take this into... Actually, this is probably going to stop at 2 Han with the double Yakuhai pair. Regro needs to... Regro and Ume both need to stage some sort of comeback if they want to take second or push for first. Ume's hand has, as Reza was about to say, has pretty good shapes for like Tanyao, if you wanted to steer towards that, and eventually Ricci. He just calls the Yakuhai. Why not? Guy's actually not gonna do too bad if he tries to continue calling because... Oh, look at that. He just fills in another Senpai. 6-9. Look, he can prove me wrong all he wants. Mr. Adept God, I assume? Novice. Novice, alright. Alright, slow down, novices. Actually, I think Buzzin might be... Never mind. There's nothing going on with this Yakuhai pair. Ume takes 2,000. And that really throws a wrench in Regro's plans for trying to go for second, because being last with only 2 rounds left, although it is going to be his dealership... Actually, this is a very winnable hand as dealer. You could steer towards Tanyao immediately with the 9M cut. Tanyao Dora 1 for 2-9 would actually put him... If he hits Ume with it, it puts him back in second. Or no, not second, third. And he could probably snowball from there. Ume calls for Yakuhai and Honitsu. Actually, Ume's very much likely to win this because he's already got great Honitsu shapes. Like, if any of these fill in, he will have a very fast route to Tenpai, but that remains to be seen. We never know how things might go. The worst thing would be if if Ume were to get into Tenpai, and then Reguro were to just happen to draw his Monzi tile that he needed to win. Could be rough. Reguro's now at a very good Tanyao Ishanten as long as he fills in this Kanchan or this Ranmen. No chance at Sanshoku, although he's like so close, but not close enough to Sanshoku. Chi, please, for the love of God, Chi that. Please take Tenpai. I don't care if it's Otozuke on the one end. And yeah, take it. Your dealer. Ume has 2 of his winning tiles, and Buzzin also has 1 of his winning tiles with a Damaten on the 2-5, Pinfu Damaten on the 2-5 pin. I think Buzzin's angle here is to just have a quiet 1k win and move the round along so that nothing changes. And as much as I wish this weren't the case, Reguro is not probably not going to win unless he sumos the 4M, of which there's only 1 left, and it's already just a sumo for Pinfu Sumo. That's 300-500. Or actually, it's not 300-500. It is... I can't count. I haven't gotten a Pinfu Sumo in it so long that it wasn't a Mongon and Richi'd. Sorry, folks. I can't count score. I spent the whole day playing Otokoko, but I can't count score. Going into all last, Reguro has lost any chance at victory, but Sandcat is looking at direct hit, not a 5-8, actually wait, how much? 3-9, actually 2 Han, no 3 Han. A 3 Han direct hit on Buzzin will put him in first place, which it doesn't seem very feasible outside of a Richi. He could get Richi Pinfu, but he's still 3 Shanten away from that. So it's going to be very slow going for Sandcat here. He's getting more and more Ryanmen though, and he has a chance at Sanshoku in the 3-4-5. But aside from that, he doesn't have any Dora, and he probably can't work it. Actually, if he gets the 3-pin, that is the Dora. Could really go anyway, but Ume looks like he could... His hand looked great. Like, flat out. This is a hand to die for. He needs another... Now, he's already got 2 shapes right here. And so that puts him at Ishanten. He just needs... Actually, Ume is Ishanten. For Tanyao. Opts not to keep the 5S, although I would personally say that gives him a chance at Ipeiko if he just draws a 4 or a 6. I think this floating 3 here is a bit sketchy, but maybe he wants to go for a lower characters. Wait, like, see, if he had that, he knows that if he kept that 5S, which was the right play, he'd be Tenpai right now. Idiot. Although I shouldn't be calling anybody an idiot with how bad some of my plays have gone. Anyways, ooh, Sandcat fills in a Kanchan here, and that puts him at Ishanten for Richi Pinfu Sanshoku, like I mentioned before. And he can even upgrade to Tanya. Never mind. Ume is waiting on the 4-7 pin, so he just got the Ryanmen right here and decided to go for it. I don't think Sandcat should fold this. Like, there's no reason to fold when you have this good of a hand. You're still second. You can Richi. And just pray. Just pray. If I say that and he just deals into Ume on his Ippatsu draw, I'm gonna be very, very sad for Sandcat, but we'll just see how it goes. So it's the battle of the Pinfu. Pinfu here. It's looking like where are all of their winning tiles? So Ume is waiting on the 7 pin, of which Reguro has 1, and then Buzzin has 2. There aren't a lot of outs left for Ume. 1 4P here, yeah. I think the 3-6 shape is much more... Actually, never mind. They're both waiting on, like, about the same amount of tiles, because the 3S is all locked into here, and the 6S's are over here in Buzzin's hand. None of these are really going to come out, so we might just get to Ryukoku, Kyoku, which would be rough. Oh. Do you have to deal in right as I start talking about how unlikely it is these tiles come out? Ah, Regro. And that's it for the first game. We have... Oh, actually, Ume takes second, overtaking Sandcat, so the Ricci was 100% worth it for him. Despite the risks, he ends up positive. Buzzin takes 55 points for... I'm not even sure which team that is. I really wish the current session stream thing had like a team drop down. RepoMade, get on that, please. And we will have a short break of a few games before the next one. Unless this is actually started. Oh, okay. So yeah, we have about 3 minutes. So if you guys have to do anything, please feel free to go do that while we wait. Do I need to talk louder? Sorry. I can be a bit more loud. Person who asked me where the tablecloth is about, like, let me see here, 40 minutes ago, I don't have it. I spent the whole day playing Auto Coco and not setting up a stream because I figured somebody else would. If I refresh the page, I think we should be able to see the scores. So let me really quickly take a look here. Buzzin was on Legend of the Celestial Teapot. So he gets them 55,000. Ume was part of Akuyaku Gyakuten, and that gets him a positive 8-9. Sandcat was part of Jet Set Ricci, is currently minus 12.6. Then Regro was on Rosen Maiden Furry Tend, and that takes his 4th place, brings them down by 51. I believe the other game is still ongoing, but it looks close. I'm not going to spoil myself, but I was told it looks close, and I'm really, really hoping that Team Hanayome brings home the bacon. For now, your voice is creaming it shouldn't be doing that, it should just be talking in your ears. Alright, so, sorry for no tablecloth, but as we start out, Buzzin is the dealer. Across from him, Sandcat's got a great Haunted its potential with the Yakai pair. Does not seem like he's going to take it, though, because he opts to take the Rion Men rather than holding on to the West. Maybe he wants to smoke screen the Hanetsu. Oh, we've got Goldsmith. I know this guy. I played League, not League games, but like I played friendlies with him from like years and years ago. Anyway, back on topic. Buzzin's hand is developing. He has a Dora, but I'm not sure that he's going to be able to use it. And this floating Hatsu that will, actually no. If Regro has the wherewithal to maintain his Chitoi Ishanten, which I didn't even notice until now, I really feel like he should be rewarded with Ricci on that. So he does not take the pawn. Regro is 100% going for a Chitoi with this hand. Potentially wants to hold off even Ricci until he can get the Dora for a guaranteed Hanuman on Sumo. And this is Buzzin's first Tsumogiri. His first bad draw, if anything, because it seems like everything else more or less works into his hand aside from this Dora. Although I may eat my words if he happens to draw 3 or 5S. Hell, he could even draw the Aka 5S at this point. Oh, he just... never mind. He draws even better, gets a pair of the Dora, and steers his hand towards... Maybe an Itsu. Ideally Pinfu. But he's got more or less the right shapes to... He's still Ryan Shanten, actually. But, no, Ishanten. But if he wants Pinfu, he's Ryan Shanten. Wait. He dealt into the Ipatsu Kanshan? Sandcat, you're better than that. Did he discard from a pair? No. He just discarded because it was what happened to not fit in his hand. Sandcat! This wouldn't have happened if you pushed for Hanetsu. Alright, so we move on from East 1 into East 2. Goldsmith takes a Ricci Ipatsu only for 2/6 and enters his dealership. He starts out with 1 Dora and is about 3 Shanten. Pretty decent look for Tanyao on Goldsmith's end, but what he really wants is Dabuton, which I don't think is going to happen, given that it's already once cut, and I think at this point you should just try and steer towards Tanyao. Oh crap, that was a lot of S's. Let me see here. Does he cut the Haku and the Ton here? He cuts the Haku. And Sandcat is looking at... Actually, Sandcat is Ishanten. He has a Ryanman here to fill, and then he can Tonki on whatever the hell he wants. Or if he draws... Yep. Instant Ricci. On the Nobiton, actually. So no Pinfu, and it's not even Tanyao. So it's looking like Ricci only until we see the Ura. And no Ipatsu draw for him either. His upgrade. His upgrade. This is why you wait 1 turn, folks. You may just be rewarded. You may just be rewarded. Because Ricci on the Dora Tonki is... At this point, I think somebody would chuck the Dora eventually. Somebody would. And that could have easily been a Mongun. But who knows? Maybe his 3/6 Nobiton will just come through and save his day. What are we looking at here for Goldsmith? Goldsmith doesn't have an Ishanten hand. He has a Ryan Shanten hand, but it could be a pretty easy Ricci Pinfu. Not a lot of hope for anything else aside from that, though. Unless he decides to opt for more and more Toitsu. So he's going to have more triplets, and potentially a Con? Not sure. I think he'd be Tenpai right now if he hadn't cut out that 4S. Opts not to Con, which I personally find questionable. But maybe this was his, and he cuts the Dora as well? Oh wait, he already did. Look, I don't even want to look at Goldsmith's play anymore. Let me look somewhere else. Maybe he's that concerned about this Ricci only. Maybe he's really concerned about that Ricci no Mi. What? He really just doesn't want to deal in. Does the 8-pin look that dangerous? I'm shook. I'm shocked. One of the best parts about being a commentator and spectating games by others as they play is watching just how much of a psychological mind game it is for these people, because I would normally just play this game with my head down. On my dealership, I'd play this game with my head down and just push whatever the hell I wanted. And I would have been Tenpai by now. With some pretty good Tanyo, Dora. But this man just folds. Let it be known that Goldsmith folds under zero pressure. Regro gets the Riichi, not the Ipatsu, but it's Riichi Tsumo Dora Dora for either Pseudomongon or... yeah, just the Pseudomongon. Well, I mean, in good rule sets, this would be a Mongon, because it's 430, but you know what? That 100 points might make all the difference. Okay, so we go now into East 3. Sandcats Riichi did not win. It was a crappy Nobiton, and he missed the upgrade on the Ipatsu draw. But his hand looks pretty good right now. He's got Yakai Particle, and he could probably work the Dora into his hand. It's a bit far to push for a Honitsu, so I think the maximum value of this hand is going to cap out at like 1 Han, maybe 2 Han.
Alright,
hello, Kingdom. Welcome back.
Yeah, I've been here for like 5 to 10 minutes since the match started in East 1. I forgot I had muted myself.
Whatever happened to the Table
So
B commentator who went to take a shit? You already know what happened. Is this true? Is this true? Alright, so take a look at Sandcat's hand. Tell me this isn't an instant Riichi if you draw your Kanchan.
Instant. Without single doubt. Unless he agrees for some kind of epic or whatever.
But I feel like he could... little. It's worth so little. Oh, he doesn't need to call the Hawk. He just draws it.
You mean like right now? Yeah. Exactly.
What are we looking at here if at his eventual weight? Because he could have a San Menshan in the Monzu.
There's a 6, 9, and
2, 3, 2, 4, 7, or 2, 5, 8? 2, 5, 8, yeah. What are the other...
2, 5, 8 or 6, 9, sir?
Oh, I haven't even seen. Goldsmith has an Ishanten that he could probably easily call on if...
Oh!
Is this big? Is this big?
I guess... I mean, the Aka, yeah.
Actually, he drew that, the Rinshan into Tenpai.
Oh, Evigor!
This is huge. So he does get that San Menshan in the Monzu. Unfortunately, he's using up 3 of his winning tiles.
Switch was good though. Yeah, I don't think this upgrade was. I don't think.
Well, there is a good chance at upgrading because if he maintains his current Tenpai, he has an option if he draws the 5S to go into a Nobiton on the 5-8 and get more Dora, but that's pretty far flung.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. Actually, maybe the other way wasn't better? Because he had 2 6s, since we're already gone.
Yeah. That's one of the bad things about having a...
7 been...
Oh, this is a good chance at San Onko with the Dora being one of his potential Onko. That's spicy. That is actually very spicy for Buzzin.
Yeah. What the hell does Goldsmith do here, man?
I have no idea.
What does Goldsmith do?
I have no idea what Goldsmith is doing. I don't want to look at his hand. It confuses me.
Really? Sandcat, please. You have to push your dealer. You have no choice.
If he...
And your hand is particularly good value to... No, he does. Okay.
I'm a bit, I'm just looking at that massive Dora bomb on the other side. No way. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Oh, wait, no. Actually, Regro deals in. Wait, double Ron. Oh, no. Wait, sorry. I have to go back to the page and see what's, Rosen Maiden Bros. Not like this. Honestly, that doesn't hurt too bad. He's still only 3k behind his starting points, so it's not that bad for
Regro.
Regro.
Nice high price, nice high Nice.
And it was pretty good that it was a
Buzzon's
double
looking
run
really
for
good.
Sandcat because he
Sandcat,
maintains his dealership.
less so. Ragro also looking nice, and Goldsmith is. I mean, he has an Akka. That's something. The 4 is a nice pickup for Sandcat. I see. Buzzin is not going to go Honitsu or anything. Okay, that's fine, I guess.
Buzzin doesn't have a lot that he can work with his hand because he's got like 3 floating tiles that don't do anything with each other. The 4 and 8 need to be paired up with something.
Goldsmith. Same for Sandcat. Also
Puts him in
very
an
nice.
puts him in an okay Ishanten. I'm not even sure, like. I would only reach either round then. Reaching the Kanchan feels so bad.
You wouldn't work with 3 pairs this late.
Regro.
No, I think Buzzin has to go for a normal hand here.
Yeah,
Oh,
that,
oh. Maybe it's Tanyo?
it might be Tanya.
No! There's Cheetah all along!
Beautiful. We love Chitoy hands. Except he's already discarded Chitoy. He's discarded the 9S.
On the 8 messes.
Maybe he has a lot of faith in that Kanchan. I've watched enough games go on today to know that people will Riichi Patsutsumo their Kanchan. If the wall wants it to happen, it will.
I mean, I understand why he didn't go for the 1-9, because 2 have been discarded already.
And there's also 2 in his hand.
Oh, good. I see. Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Chi decreases his Shanten, but locks him into Tanyo. I think that puts him at a pretty good Tanyo weight though. Two Ryan men. If it were like a shitty Shabo weight.
It's Gambutsu. It's fine.
Well, he doesn't want to end up Furry 10 on the 6-9S, so... Ooh, come on. What more can you want?
I mean,
Yeah, he even starts emoting. He even starts emoting. Look at that guy.
That does look dangerous, but yeah, he's pushing it.
No fear, no fear.
So, 4 tiles left for Sandcat. Ragro, my dude. At least it's cheap. At least it's cheap.
Richidora 1, 2-6. Thank you very much. That ends Sandcat's dealership and puts Regro even further into the red after the double run. It must really suck to get run 3 times in the span of 2 rounds. Don't know how it happens, but Regro makes it happen.
Alright, Regro's dealer turn. Can he make it? I mean, I wouldn't call it a comeback, he's still at 19k, so...
19k is not the worst. I would happily be 19k going into South 4 some days. Some days it's that bad. Regro needs a bit of flow in his favor though, because without that, he's not gonna make it. He really isn't gonna make it. He's already... God, is that... No, that's, He might be 4 Shanten. Is he 4 Shanten? That sucks. Okay, his Shanten has decreased. That's what you want to see. But whether or not he's going to fill in any of his good shapes, I mean, the 5S's are taken up in Buzzin's hand, and Buzzin has something crazy going on over there. I believe he's... Buzzin is E-Shanten. Buzzin is E-Shanten.
I guess it's Yakuhai for Sandcat.
He should push for... Maybe he should push for Honitsu.
Here,
Yeah, I think he could definitely go for Honitsu.
He might? Ryansha and Honitsu, but the weight is... Well, I guess it depends on the draw. It really depends on what Sozu tells against. But it could be a shit weight.
Let me take a... Regro could...
Wait. What? There's only once discarded. Why would you discard that if you're going
He is nuts.
Surely he's not going fake who needs 1,000 points, right?
You never know. You never know. 1,000 points for him might be good enough, and he's not looking at. We're only at East 4. If we go into South round and into South, he doesn't really need that much of a crazy win to overtake in the end.
So Daniel Nomi for Goldsmith, right? Oh, the Aka Sandkill might keep that.
I mean that. Hey, guess what? That takes him from 1K to 2K. 1K to 2K. Maybe that's what he wants.
I guess that's fine. I guess. Anyway,
And 10 pie for gold. 10 pie for Goldsmith,
he
yeah.
could switch. He could make a little switch. He won't. Yeah, I assumed he won't.
And, you know, after.
Stop dealing in, my dude!
Don't tell me he does it again.
It's always cheap hands.
Oh, no, no, no. Regro, you gotta. This is why they're nerfing Mirai's boobages. The guy who keeps on wondering, like, hey, why does her bust keep on getting smaller every update? This is why. This is why. You can blame Regro.
Instant bond for Yakuhai Nomi with potential for Yakuhai Dora. Amazing. Sasuga.
It's so cheap though. Like, if I were in Regro's position, I would self-impose like Mongon Shibari. Like, I could not win anything else aside from Mongon for the rest of this game, cause the he was last game.
There are people here with worse English than you. I can guarantee you. You should have heard plenty of commentates by now. Come on, man. Your English is not an excuse to not commentate. That's what I'm calling you. Anyway, Sandwood had a very nice draw with Itsu there. He gets it so good, he gets it again. Huh? He's keeping it? I guess door acceptance.
Buzzin is looking at a pretty good hand.
And that's Tampai for Regro.
1K. 1K when he's freaking 7,000 behind his starting points.
It's Yakuhai Nomi. 1,000 points. No mistakes on the table, no one boss, so just flat 1,000. I guess 1,100 if it's sumos. That's nice.
I just can't believe it though. Like, again, only 4 rounds left. He has a dealership, but you can't bank everything on your dealership. Not like this.
I mean, what do you really have here? Boston is Ishan 10, but the one has been discarded twice. Ooh, that's a very nice draw. Very, very nice.
I think he was thinking about cheating it too, is the best part.
Makes sense.
Yeah, break out that end Conchon, because he has already cut the 9M.
Goldsmith? Oh,
Cool.
there it is.
The sumo?
1,100.
Yep. 300, 500, please. Get on with the next round. Maybe he was really enchanted by the thought of just not dealing in for the first time this game. You know.
That's fucking goals. Ooh, very nice Dora 5 with pretty good shapes. Not perfect, but you'll take it.
Let's take a look over at Goldsmith's hand here.
I would have dropped.
Goldsmith has a very fast hand that he can't call into, but the shapes look perfect. And he fills in a Conchon. It's faded. He's
okay to sound like a spur. Everyone sounds like that. I mean, yeah, you could set up solo streams. Oh? Do you think how this going? I think he's gonna have to drop the door, unfortunately. Because
If-
you keep
If
with
Sandcat
draws
wants
like
value,
this,
if Sandcat
he
really wants
might have to
value,
let it go.
he could Tonki on the Dora.
Or he
That's
has
always
to
an
create
option.
The 2-4 shape.
I think you should start with the 2-4 rather than the 6 or the 7-8. It's fair. It's fair.
Would I agree for the Dora in this situation?
Yeah. Yeah, I think you should. You should. You should.
I think I would try to bend over backwards to get that one singular Dora into my hand. Oh, he keeps getting these amazing draws.
Beautiful.
Yeah, he gave up on the Dora.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, he gave up on the Dora.
Well, I mean, he kind of has the upgrade because he has a reasonable chance at
Understandable.
Ipeco, so...
Have a nice day.
Tenpai on a Con... Wait, what is this Tenpai, actually? Tenpai on a Kanchan?
Honestly, I think I would have dropped 4-so instead. And tried to force the 5-so to be my pair.
Goldsmith
And then
Nama
fiddle
10
around with the
doesn't take
multiples.
Tenpai, actually. Goldsmith
I think that's what I would have done.
waits for the Tanya upgrade.
Take a chance for Buzzin if he discards the 2-mon. Although something tells me he sees a Yakumin chance, so he's going for it.
Oh crap, you are correct. He is Ishanten for Chitoi and Ryan Shanten for Suanko.
Yes, he considered
I wasn't even paying attention to Buzzin, to be honest with you. I've been watching the dealer.
8-mon again! Jesus. Goldsmith really loves
Well, the
it.
good
8-mon.
news is
No, you don't call this. You don't call Sandcat? No. Oh. No. This is garbage. Don't call this.
I think
Eh,
I think he does it. I think he doesn't he?
What?
Yep. Ah, no. Wait, Oh. Regro. Not. I'm pretty sure Regro's deal-ins are the reason why we're only 8 minutes past the hour and already at South 3 or South 2 repeat 1. Goodness gracious
Oh,
me,
this one was so
Regro.
good too. Man, that sucks.
Wait, if you think about it, Sandcat's call is the reason why Regro dealt it. That's so sad. Rosen Maiden is
Eh, you don't call this. No, Sandcat. What? Oh my fucking god, you're a million shot on from Tanyo.
maybe he just sees something that you don't.
It's so fucking over for Sant.
Maybe Sandcat sees something that you don't. Maybe he sees this as a very long game, and he is fine with increasing his Shanten to make one call for Tanya Dora 1. No other Yaku built in whatsoever, just... He's minimum 3 Shanten because he's got 3 terminals. I'm not even gonna look at the rest of that hand. Okay.
It's garbage.
Goldsmith is going for world's most obvious Honitsu, which honestly doesn't look like it has that bad of a chance at getting a Tenpai.
True.
He's got honor pair that he can call. He cuts the Dora now? That's insane. Wait, you cut the Dora in favor of keeping the 4M that you've already discarded. Actually, no, it works out because Buzzin just drew pair Haku, or Hatsu, which is now gonna be in his hand for a little bit until the very 4th one comes out. But the unfortunate thing is that may end up trapping him because he's gonna think nobody else has the Hatsu, when in reality it looks like it could be Buzzin's final weight. Could very well be his final weight.
It most probably is.
It's either that or Buzzin takes a much longer route to Tanyao Yakuhai. No, not Tanyao. Sanshoku. I was trying to say Sanshoku, but he doesn't take that at all. He's just going to really greed for value here. 100% greed for value. Okay, so Goldsmith gets to take his first call of the Honitsu, the 789, leaving him with 2 Shanten. Not that bad. Decreases his Shanten with the call, and actually no, it doesn't decrease his Shanten. No, it does. It does. I'm stupid, guys. I can't count. I can't see shit. Buzzin is currently Tenpai on the 7-9. And it's like rigged. It's rigged. This game is rigged. Yakuhai Doradora for 3-9 from Buzzin. because this game is buzzing. I don't know why that got such a kick. So the placement going into South 3 is as follows. Buzzin is in the lead with 34,700 points. Goldsmith at a deficit at 2,700. Calls for Yakuhai, maybe going for another Hanetsu. Sandcat is at 23,000, and Regro is at a painful 15,300 in last place. But the upside, he's got a decent hand, I guess. It's like three Shanten, but it's got Dora 2, potential Pinfu. If he can reach you this and just sumo Hanuman, more power to him. That'll put him back in the positives. Bit of a tough call. Bit of a tall order for Regro, because I'm not sure that he's gonna. I don't think he has the chops for it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think. I think he's dealt in at least half of the hands this game.
Yeah, all his. I know.
Again, this game is like a 40-minute Hanshan when it could have easily been 80 minutes or more. There's no time limit on these things, but he speeds them along. There's nothing that Regro likes more than speeding along a Hanshan.
Wait, why the hell did Sandcat drop the 9-pin there? That's his only pair in his hand.
Maybe he wants to go headless. I've been told that headless is fine.
Is he trying to force... No, I was about to say, is he want 7, 8, 9 Sanchiku? But he's got the other 9, so...
You never know. Maybe he'll just draw it again. It would have to be... Oh wait, no, he just completely gives up on it. He just wants good shapes, which is fine, I think. Richie is looking at it. Three of the nines are out. 1 6 is in Regro's hand, and 2 6s are in Sandcat's hand. If he continues without filling in this 3-4, 3-5 Kanchan, he might never make it to Tenpai. He might just never make it to Tenpai.
Yeah. And now he draws the Dora.
Surely he uses this as he waits on this as his pay. What? Sandcat, what are you doing? What is this? It's the best smokescreen wait you could have ever made. Look at the 9-pin, the 8-pin that you've discarded, the 4-pin Suji trap that you've set. You don't want to wait on that 7-pin? Huh? I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
He has Itsu potential, but he's not gonna go for it. He has straight up Itsu if he wants to.
Does he not see the upgrades? Does he not see the upgrades? At least Dama this for a little bit. Okay, he did. Maybe he should
That's for it done. Ah no.
Regro. Oh no. I don't have any more to say. I've said enough. I've said it so many times. But there's nothing Regro loves more than speeding the game along. It's now all last. We're all last on Regro's dealership. But you know what the good thing is? All of these deal-ins have been so cheap. All he needs is one dealer Mongon to even things out. One dealer Mongon. That's all we're asking. And his hand doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad. But it's full Kanchan.
It's fine. Yeah.
It's a very typical hand. Fills in one Kanchan. That's good luck. That's good luck. Surely he can fill in another. Surely.
Sure.
Okay, he fills in. I don't know. I'm thinking just a few more perfect draws, and Regro is going to make it. Regro is going to be safe. I'm not sure if I would start from there, because even though he has more Sozu tiles in his hand, he could cut the 1S and just have overall better acceptance, I think. I don't know.
Well, that's a bit unfortunate for Buzzin.
There is a very slim possibility at Itsu for Regro. in the Sozu. The other people's hands, Goldsmith's got Dora 2, and Buzzing doesn't have anything he can call on unless he wants to go for Honitsu. Honitsu is very viable for Buzzin. Kingdom, you there?
No, drop the south first!
Oh god, I think I'm behind. Oh
yeah,
god.
I was, sorry, I was looking at the Sapcats.
I think my game's disconnected. Oh no, the stream's busted. Guys, your entertainment is failing you.
Sapcat didn't recognize the cheat toy! It's so fucking over.
Guys, the stream is dead. Guys,
Oh.
I can't see anything, it's not updating. I'm gonna restart the, viewing the game.
Wait,
Unless it's
not
already
full?
over. Yeah, it's stuck
No,
on...
it's not over.
It's not over, but, I need to get back in there now. I need to get back in there, meow.
Oh. There's a reach on the table, I'll tell you that.
I see. Okay, so Goldsmith is Ricci on a Ricci, not Penfu, but it is a Ricci on a Rionman with Dora 2.
I guess? No.
Ah, and like I said,
No, that's not happening.
Regro could go into a Tonki? Is that really the best thing that he could get out of his hand? That's so sad. That's really sad.
There are no two reach.
The stream died, but he sumoed, and I just disconnected from Mumble. It's that bad, folks.
Jesus Christ. The stream's still live though.
Is it? Is it really? Guys, can we pour one
No,
out?
I'm asking, is it live?
I'm not sure. It says excellent connection, but I don't trust it. I really don't.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Guys, that's everything for tonight. Let's look after our folks, you know. The people that haven't had the best games today, let's give them some comfort, give them some love, and let's tell them that it wasn't their fault. Let's tell them that it wasn't their fault, because it really didn't feel like it was. You know, right after Ricci, I think if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna go back and check the game actually, the log. If I'm not mistaken, Regro could have won Ricci Sumo on that last hand.
Mm-hmm. And it's just all unfortunate stuff. I don't think there were any massive misplays, at least.
No, but what it was let me go back to Regro's. If I go back to Regro's POV here, he was Tenpai around, not Tenpai, but he had.
Thank you for streaming.
Oh yeah, no
It
worries.
was fun watching these matches.
It was entertaining to see what was going on. I think. Not Tenpai here, but he cuts the 9S which that was his pair, but if he had cut the Penchon here, he would have gotten to Tenpai. Gotten to Tenpai here.
Alright, anyway, I'm gone. See ya.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Kingdom Freak left.
Alright, folks. That's all for All's Table 2. This was a very poor and scuffed stream. If I do this again, if I'm forced to, I will have a better setup and I will try and get the tablecloths going. Sorry for any scuff.